Iaue, blood over intent. Nation. BOI Nation. BOI University. Blood over intent community. Hear this. Hear me. Love from the Black Messiah.
What happens after you pass through the center of the holy? Do you still live through your physical body, and is the whole of holy on the surface of earth?
Excellent question from Nick Barker. I will address this question. This information is confidential, but I've decided to make it public and make it a video for you to bear witness. The reason why this upsets me is because the powers that be, the so-called teachers, don't explain anything because they don't know. All they know is their research and use of limited intuition to form their insights and opinions. In all humbleness, I know because I have recovered, accessed my memories from the past that allow me to discuss things more in depth as a form of experience. Now, with that being said, I will answer you. Also, I advise you to join the BOI University so that you may be informed properly as well. People come to me with these unanswerable questions because nobody else can answer them. If that be the case, which it is, then why bother listening to the rhetoric of fools who don't know? They want you to follow them and make bold statements and demands that are constantly being refuted by me. In the words of James Brown, these so-called leaders, mystics, and scholars are talking loud, but ain't saying nothing. The fear of the Black Messiah is ridiculous. They run in fear and avoidance from superior insight of someone who just wishes to help them become fully reactivated, total recall. So they run, mock, and continue to misrepresent my ancestors and put out wrong knowledge concerning the return of Christ and freedom of the prison planet. I will answer this for you, Nick. But from now on, nobody will gain top secret information like this without being totally unified with the one true cause prophesied by the ancients of the return of the Amen and freedom of prison planet Earth. Slaves of Sheol, inner Earth, the resurrection, BOI Nation.
1 Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised imperishable, and we will be changed.
Every once in a while, I am forced, compelled to address specific situations and excellent questions from genius master students to a master teacher to a master brother, your blood brother, the Black Messiah. These questions serve a twofold purpose. First, take heed that the answer to these questions cannot be found in any books or literature. There cannot be any research done to answer them. This is completely new territory, unless you live in the inner cities of Shambhala, Aghartha, or whatever name you want to call the inner earth. This also separates the real from the fake and allows those who have an ear to hear the ability to differentiate between common knowledge and esoteric knowledge supreme. Who else has these answers, these insights? Take heed and bear witness. Here's the question from a genius, Nick Barker. And he asked,
What happens after you pass through the center of the holy? Do you still live through your physical body, and is the whole of holy on the surface of earth?
Here is your answer. The center of the holy is just a hole in the pole of earth that allows one to gain access into the inner earth. Unless you are invited or have the proper technological aircraft, if you fly inside, you will die by the turbulence of oncoming winds and G-force residuals. To be clear, let me explain. You are terribly misinformed because the speaker is ignorant to the facts. A clue has been given, but now the riddle is solved through me, the Black Messiah. The way into the inner earth isn't flying directly through the eye of the opening unless you are prepared with proper UFO-type tech The proper way to access the inner world is through caverns and underground bases. There is massive amounts of pressure and force at the Holy of Holies. Jump into that eye if you want, and you will perish. That is not the exit door. All that is an entrance into the inner world, Sheol. And yes, this hole is located on the surface, but it is very deep and tumultuous. The exit gate out of the Iaue simulator AI system, this reality, as you may call it, is inside the earth. It is worshipped as a shrine in New Berlin, where Shambhala once existed. It is akin to the obelisk in Washington, D.C. So as below is above. You see, this Iaue, IAUE mainframe obelisk is a stargate, but does not look like the Stargate from the movies. That circle teleport thing is an accessory of the Iaue mainframe. The computer AI itself is a rock, and dark matter manifests black goo, solidified conscious obelisk rock. It is an Anuna tech. The Anuna are the head representatives of the Galactic Confederation of Souls. We have built Iaue systems all over this galaxy for you to explore. It is a computer system where we import and export souls for physical experiences. This planet Earth's Iaue system has a virus, so it is malfunctioned, now acting as a prison planet. I am sent to fix the problem. I am a master programmer, IT specialist, information technology. There are others, and we are all activated now, and my voice is the trigger. Let us begin. When you exit the system, you will physically die, and the consciousness soul passes through either to another Iaue system simulator or to the outer realms back in the black with Mother of the primordial waters. When you leave this system, you also leave the hologram behind. When you take a bath, you shed the clothes. To be specific, entering the Holy of Holies is not the same as exiting the Matrix. Entering the Holy of Holies is just going into the inner world to regain the technology of our ancestors and forefathers during the agreeable cycle, where technology was free and healthcare and unlimited life was outstanding. There was no secret tech, free energy for all, like Nikola Tesla always imagined. No one has ever explained clearly these details to you. Therefore, your understanding is limited. You are understanding, that's what you're doing. But now, we will rise up and give you the clear picture of the stages and the phases of our mass exodus.